Yo, what is up, YouTube? We're back. This is gonna be the shady version of Love Island Season 2, where we actually tried to lose the game. If you haven't checked out the other two episodes, I'd highly recommend. They were very fun and entertaining. We're gonna start with day 2. Being in my grandma's house, I'm still trying to figure out where the best place to film is, and I recorded the whole video, and you can hear this obnoxious vent noise. Like, I must have been sitting right by where the vent system is because it is so annoying. So anyways, I had to delete that video because no one could tolerate that. I couldn't even tolerate that. More videos will be coming. It's just been difficult because I've been taking care of my grandma, and it's been a lot more demanding than I think any of us realized. And if she needs my attention right now, that's what I'm going to be doing. But I did want to go ahead and at least film as much time as I have right now. She's going through mail right now, so however long that takes her, I will be here. So without further ado, let's hop right in. So it's morning in the villa. The bedroom looks like a hurricane blew through it with duvets everywhere. Who makes these beds anyway? The space beside you is empty. Gary's already on the lawn. Let's see, I wonder how he's feeling about things in this light of day. There are 2 people still under the duvet, and you hear familiar voices and people giggling. Oh, it's Noah and Hope. Ugh. They're like flirting back and forth under this duvet. Maybe this is my cue to leave. No, we're gonna spoil the moment. Good morning. What's going on, you two? Hope and Noah's startled faces emerge from under the duvet, interrupted from their moment. Hope's hair looks very messy. What were you doing, Hope? She says, oh, good morning, Hoella. We were just getting up. Oh, I know. I'm ruining your moment so that when we take Noah from you, you're not surprised. Whew, Noah's got his boxers on. Hope is saying she's getting up, and she's like, I'll see you on the lawn in a bit, okay? Girl, I wasn't looking for you. I was looking for your man. Priya's sitting with the boys who are giving them all of her attention. Lottie sits a short distance away, just like she's just listening, just eavesdropping. Gary notices us approach, and so he gives us a wave. Priya's like, hey, Hoella. Look at her outfit. She is so cute. She says, I'm quizzing the boys a little bit. There's a quiz? I mean, I'm trying to learn a bit about the couples here. I need to figure out my options, you know? Want to play my good cop, Hoella? You notice that Lottie is like eyeing us down and swinging her legs in the water. I'm gonna say, sure. Why not? I love police stuff. Just then, Lottie strolls closer to the group and sits down. She's pissed. I don't care. Lottie's like, you make it sound hot. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. There's an awkward silence that falls in the group. So I'm realizing that both Lottie and Priya are looking at me, so what are we gonna say? How should I break up the tension? Ask who Priya thinks is the fittest boy, Lotta about the couples. Let's talk about Priya. So last night, Priya told us that she had her eye on Ibrahim. Okay, Ibrahim's like, really? And Gary, actually. So Gary reaches for our hand and gives us a nice, good, reassuring squeeze. Do you still think they're the fittest guys here, Priya? She's like, I feel like I can't just pick based on who's the fittest. It's true. So Priya's like, can I be your friend, Ibrahim? And Ibrahim's like, hell no. And everyone's like, what the fuck? He face bombs because he knows he's fucking up. With a beautiful lady like yourself, I'd wish to be more friends. More than friends. Priya's like, oh, I see. Like, good save, my friend. Good save. I doubt Marisol would be into this friendship. Seeing as we're getting to know each other, tell me, Bobby, have you ever done it in the kitchen? See, this is why I mess with Priya, hopping right into it, getting raunchy as ever. Bobby's like, funny enough, there's only been one time that he's come close to it. Only come close? What happened? Did you put her on the counter and then realize it was too high? Gary's such a dick. So if you hear that, that is the air conditioning. Gary's like, what? It's been known to happen. Oh, so ROCCO is flirting with Priya and says, he looks at Priya and says, maybe you'd like to find out. And Lottie is not having it. She said, could you not creep on Priya right in front of me? Ooh. ROCCO says, it was just harmless flirtation. I'm a natural flirt. I can't help it. Which he says he is, so Lottie needs to get over it. Lottie says, you're being really disrespectful. It's just 2 attractive people enjoying each other. Ooh, it's getting ugly. As long as you don't actually act on it, there's no harm. They says, right, Hoella? Yep, we're gonna piss off Lottie. I'm gonna say it's only natural because Hoella's gonna flirt with ROCCO, your man. She's gonna flirt with Hope's man, Noah. She's gonna flirt with Gary. Ibrahim, she doesn't care. She's playing with everybody. It doesn't mean you're gonna cheat or anything. Priya's like, maybe I need to go after like quieter, more gentle type of guys. What's the deal with Noah and Hope? Let's see. I'm gonna say they're too serious too early. I think it's too early in the game to be as attached as they seem to be. Gary's like, I gotta agree with you there, Hoella. Priya says, do you think I have a chance of getting in between Hope and Noah? ROCCO says unlikely because it seems like they're a power couple vibe. Priya looks to me and Gary. And how strong are you two now after last night? Gary says he thinks we're one of the stronger couples, but he doesn't know how we feel. Okay, so I'm gonna kiss and tell. Just let motherfuckers know. Well, Gary and I did have a little kiss last night, and Gary just grins. You know what that means. Maybe I do. Interesting. But in general, do you feel strong in your couple, Hoella? I'm gonna say we're really strong just because we're in front of Gary, but behind closed doors, you already know Hoella's like, I want to get to know someone else. I'm not feeling it, whatever, because that's what she said to the girls when they were getting dressed. So Gary sits up a little bit straighter based on our answer, and he studies us intently. She says, I really like everyone, especially Hoella, and Marisol seems like a really cool person, but no matter what I do, someone's gonna be upset. Lottie's like, or you could just go home as fast as you came in. Like, Lottie is the biggest. Lottie picks up her water bottle and stands up. So Lottie's just being the biggest asshole to Priya right now. So she says, I need to go find Hannah and Hope. We need to have a strategy chat. She looks over her shoulder at us and says, are you coming, Hoella? God damn. Gary wants to have a chat with us too. He turns to you with a pointed look. You're not sure what that means. If you want to, that is, I'll be over by the daybeds. Priya mentioned not wanting to upset me or Marisol. Could that mean she's deciding between Gary and Ibrahim? But it also sounds like she likes Noah. Lottie hasn't been nice to her, and she might just choose ROCCO because Lottie's been a bitch. Let's see, who are we gonna spend time with? We're going to Gary first. Priya might have to pick a boy, so let's go pick a boy. Plus, I want to make the girls wait for your girl up on the rooftop. You can wait till the queen arrives. Okay, so as you make your way to the daybeds, ROCCO jogs out from the from the kitchen up to you. ROCCO says, Hoella, I'm glad I bumped into you. Hoella's like, jogging to me? Is that bumping into me? There's really not an easy way to say hi to someone after running for them. Look at ROCCO trying to flirt with us. Anyways, I'm glad you're here. I'd like to have a chat with you. Okay, what you want to talk about? It's about something important. Are you free? Let's go. Sure, sweet. Follow me. Let's say, is everything all right? He's like, oh yeah, everything's great. He shuffles on the spot. Sorry, I know I'm coming across a little odd. I don't usually feel nervous. Okay, so ROCCO is nervous talking to us. He says, I guess I just want to make sure that this comes out the right way. Okay, what you trying to say? You want a little bit of Hoella? He's like, I'm being silly. Look, I wanted to talk about us. Okay. Hoella's like, oh? He's like, yeah, I know it's early days, but I feel like I really want to get to know you better. What are you saying? I fancy you. We'll just add ROCCO to the list. I think your sense of style is some of the best in the villa. You pull off everything you wear. Out of all the girls in here, I've noticed you most so far. You seem so out there, which I find hot. Is there a chance that you feel the same? Do I fancy ROCCO just to piss off Lottie? Yeah. So you're my type on paper. We get some hard eyes and ROCCO's like, I guess we'll just have to see where this goes. He says we should get back to the villa before everyone gets suspicious. All right, so now we left ROCCO. We're going to find Gary. He's on the daybeds. He's like, I'm not bothered about clothes, but that new look is stunning. So he's digging the little black bathing suit. You came over straight away. So we got some hard eyes because we chose him over the girls. Well, it's like, I can talk to those hoes in a bit. I thought it was important for us to catch up first because of the situation. He's like, with Priya? Yeah. There were some things I wanted to chat with you about too. He says he thought that we handled the dynamics between Priya and Lottie back there pretty well. I felt like you and I came across as a strong couple as well. Is that what you wanted to tell me? What you want, Gary? When you told Priya you felt really solid with me, did you mean it? Ugh. No. but I'm gonna tell you, yes, that's really how I feel. We get some hard eyes, and he's like, it was a really bold move to say that in front of everyone. I was afraid you'd try to keep your options open now that Priya's here. We'll just have to keep checking in with each other. I don't want Priya to pick me. I want to find a way for us to stay stronger together. He shifts closer, trying to get a kiss from us. Let's kiss him. You begin to kiss Gary's neck. He murmurs with pleasure and nuzzles into you. His lips brush against your collarbone. Gary is nasty. I've gone for Gary before. You feel his breath against your skin as you run your tongue upward to his ear. A shudder of pleasure goes through his body as he turns to face you. Oh, you lean into him for a long, lingering kiss and gently pull away. He's like, no, don't stop. I was enjoying that. Gary looks around. Come on, no one's watching. Gary, I told you he's nasty. I'm gonna say, well, if no one's watching, you lean in and begin to nibble on Gary's earlobe. He lets out a moan and grips you firmly around the waist. You whisper in his ear, and that's all for now. Right, my turn to ask a question. Who do you think will be the first to have sex in here? Well, her name is Hoella, so I'm gonna say probably me. He says, interesting. You know what, Hoella? I like chatting with you. Why? Because she's a hoe? You emerge onto the roof and find all the girls but Priya. She's like, it would be lovely if we could just wave a magic wand and find out who Priya would pick. That's actually what Hoella and I wanted to talk to you girls about. We've kind of been kept waiting a while though because of Hoella. And Hoella's like, I was talking to Gary, sorry. And she's like, I see where your priorities are. Like, whatever, fuck you. Hope's like, don't worry, Hoella. We're all trying to sort out couples now that Priya's in the mix. So what happened over there with Priya and the boys? She didn't try anything on Bobby, did she? Not that I could tell. She seemed kind of into Ibrahim and Gary. Marisol's like, ugh, still? And Lottie's like, Ibrahim seemed to go for it, if I'm being honest. Marisol's like, I assumed she would go for him. Lottie says he was intimidated but also into it. Marisol's like, great, well, at least I know. As for ROCCO, he flirted with her right in front of us. I couldn't believe it. Hannah's like, I bet you roasted him for that, Lottie. Of course I did. That was so disrespectful. In one day. What about Noah? Did Noah come up at all? I'm gonna say, I told him, I didn't tell her this, but I'm gonna say I told her to pick him. Actually, I suggested she pick him. Hope's like, what? How could you? You think I should have told her to pick Ibrahim or my own partner? Marisol's like, that's a good point, Hope. Would you rather I got thrown under the bus instead? That depends how serious you are about Ibrahim. In a sense, since you and Noah are the strongest couple, Hoella made the safest call. Big facts. I still feel pretty blindsided, if I'm honest. She was upfront with you about it. That counts for something. Exactly. At least I said it to your face, even though I lied, but it's fine. So like, how did the conversation go? Lottie's like, well, Priya was sitting there trying to suss out the boys, and she asked Hoella to help her out, and she was like, sure. Hoella asked Priya who she thought was the fittest, and Priya said Ibrahim and Gary. Yeah, but also that she wasn't picking based on looks. Get to the part about Noah. Lottie rolls her eyes in when Hope isn't looking. Fine, I'll tell you something about Noah. It's way too early for you two to be so serious right now. I agree. You should be careful, Hope. I know, I feel like it's all going so fast, but I can't stop. Hope, just step aside. Hoella will gladly squeeze right in and take your place. Hope and Noah are the main lust goblins in the villa. Exactly. All they're doing is fucking. Hannah's like, what if they're soulmates? They're not soulmates. Noah is Hoella's. What even is a lust goblin? It's you and Noah. It's still so early. His head could be turned. It feels like none of us are safe right now. Hoella, have you spoken to Gary? Yeah, before I talked to you hoes. Yeah, we had a big chat. She kept us waiting, remember? Lottie, stay in your place. The girls gather themselves and head inside. There wasn't a whole lot of shadiness we could have done. We pissed off Lottie, we pissed off Hope, which is always the goals. ROCCO came to us, tried to be a smooth talker to smooth his way into our eyes, and I think we're gonna play into it. But at the end of the day, like, if we mess with ROCCO, it's just to piss off Lottie. We're staying focused during this game, guys. We are gonna get Noah in the end. I promise you that. I hope you guys are enjoying this, because it's been really fun for me. It's a shady version. Can't find it anywhere else on YouTube, y'all, okay? So I'm gonna keep playing the game and keep on uploading, and we'll just go from there. Tuesday's coming up, and I can't wait to see what happens on Love Island Season 3. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Peace out.